So today we're going to show you on how to be able to check your machine to make sure if you're getting crystal flow coming through the unit and getting from the clean crystal into the dirty container. The first thing what you want to do is you want to turn on your machine. There is a screw underneath right here. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and remove that out of its place, and once you go ahead and do that, you want to go ahead and then remove the jar out of its place. Turn it upside down so you don't spill it. Then once you do that, turn on the machine. What you want to do is you want to put your thumb over the hole, the first one right there, and you'll be able to see the dial. You want to make sure you have that suction dial. Once you go ahead and do that, make sure you get that good suction. You turn off the machine, put this back into its place, make sure you line it up perfectly. It's in place of it, and you want to make sure this lid is also closed tightly. The next step is, so that's your jar. Your jar, you checked it, everything is good. Next step will be your handle, is to check it. What you want to do again, turn it on. Now you have your handle. You want to bend it, so you bend it like this, and you want to be able to make sure that the plug into it is inside. And again, so bending it like this to see, make sure you'll see the dial moving into that section. So if you have that as well, then there's nothing wrong with your crystal handle itself of it. So one thing you want to do is check when you have the jar removed. You want to go ahead and check, make sure the rubber rings are on it. This is basically the silicone sealant for the crystal jar. Same thing goes with the handle itself. The handle itself, you want to make sure the area of it, these right here, are tight in its place. It has not moved. And you want to check the rubber rings to make sure they are in place. This definitely is a really vital, important factor. If your rubber rings, let's say, are not in place, it could cause for you to lose suction and lose crystal flow of it as well. And of course, you have the dial right here on the side. You can control the flow of the crystals. You can have it from low to high. And let's say I have it at high, I turn it on. When I turn it on and I put my thumb over it, I'm able to see the crystal coming through. Crystal flowing coming through. As you can see, there's a lot left on my finger. Next step is to check, make sure where the spray shooting out crystal comes out. Check to see if there's any crystal residue left. What you want to do is you want to check the nozzle right here. This unscrews off, and once you unscrew that off, you want to clean it out. You can clean that tip, make sure there's crystal clear, there's no crystal left, because if you had used it on a wet skin, it can cause from that crystal becomes crystallized. And have it turned on without the nozzle on top. That basically cleans it out. And once you do that, go back in again, remove the tip, place the handle plug in the metal bar for the crystal powder, and then what you want to do is you go ahead and put in the crystal tip onto the handle itself of it. After checking the handle and the jar for it, what you want to do is the green crystal jar where you fill up crystal. What you want to do is you want to remove it again, this side, turn it upside down so you don't spill the crystal, and you want to check, make sure there's no crystal. You'll see some crystal in its powder version of it. You want to make sure they're not crystallized or not. Sometimes I know when they're in a certain state, moist area of it, if you left the crystal in there for a while, the crystal can get moist and attached to one another. So what you want to do is you want to break that down of it, and you want to place that back into its place. And just placing it back in, wiggle it around to make sure it's properly in place, and that's how you're able to check the machine. Okay, alright, so I have it at the max crystal, and I have the section that's at high, and I have the handle right here. Now I want to show you guys getting crystal. You'll be able to see crystal residue left. And again, I can turn it on the suction, but I can still have it at max crystal. Still get that crystal residue left on the head.